Before I unpause, I noticed here, well, welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4, but I noticed that Itza was at 100% negative war score with Mixtec, Kicha, and Kolima here, so they're probably going to get vassalized, I would guess. That's what tends to happen around here. But they could get stuff taken from them. I suppose that's possible. But, my guy does have a claim here. Something I want to do before I do anything else, though, is notice I'm at 7 of 5. I actually still have military access with the Zapotec. Unfortunately, I don't have a guy right here. Let's call this guy back. He's actually almost done anyway. We can still talk to that guy. But before I leave the area, let's go ahead and claim every province. And we'll see if he actually does anything. And while I'm at it, let's go ahead and do the same with South America. See if New France decides to do anything, or even Spain. If Spain gets a claim, we can't attack for it, but or maybe we can. I don't even know. I don't know. So Spain is still colonizing. That's really good. Let's see if they actually do change their ideas out. No, he still has exploration expansion. I think that Norway is about 10% done there. I don't have a mission, so I'm waiting to see if they give me the next mission for doing things. Hopefully it's another close by one that I can take advantage of for a colonial enthusiasm. But, yeah. We just finished a big war with Burgundy, so we're kind of waiting. We can't do our war with Denmark because we're only a little bit halfway over the coring of Holstein. And we probably want to wait until Holland is finished as well. We're moving our troops from over here to Holland, I assume? Yes. Okay. I also want to check... Okay, we actually need this siege to succeed relatively soon because... We check here. We only have 6 months before they will actually break our personal union because of this. And yeah, that would be really bad. So, I'm going to clergy power to swap out this Saints Accept Prayers thing for now. Let's mothball our forts. I just got out of a war, so I haven't been paying attention. I did notice that we don't, in fact, have twice as many heavies as anyone else. We only have 20. I'm sending my my galley on an adventure instead of just disbanding him. We'll see how far he gets. Godspeed. Godspeed, galley. Baby rowboat. You can just go in here and get mothballed. I also probably want to build up to my force limit in late ships. This one's damaged because I stole it. We can do that. And then we will build that up. I'm okay with spending money on this. It's more money efficient to do it for this than one over because that galley's going to be gone. To do it this way than to build buildings or anything like that. I kind of do want to replace my current infantry dudes with mercenaries since I'm getting tired of having my manpower be chronically low. And I need to build more cannons and probably a little bit more cavalry. I need to probably have 3 full armies at this point with my full combat width. Of 27? Is that something I can even do? Yeah. I mean, my force limit's 88. And I'm going to get Grand Army as my next idea. So I took a look around. We are 10 years ahead on tech. We have the next institution popping up somewhere. So the rules are, it has to be 1550. It has to be in a state with at least 15 development. It has to be Protestant or Reformed or in North or South Germany. Now, since we've been spreading Protestant across the globe, it's kind of, yeah. Oh, also with Spain, let's check Spain's liberty desire. It's 0 right now, and it looks like it's probably negative. So let's go ahead and enforce our religion. Yeah, it was well into the negative. That way they'll start converting. I don't think there's any problems like with France. And then maybe they'll get the institution there. Hopefully we'll get it ourselves. Brittany has 2 of their provinces converted. I don't think that's above 50%, though, so I don't think they'll convert. And they actually have religious zeal for Catholic here, so this won't convert unless a center of Reformation does it. I guess we'll find out, though. I could force religion on them, but just to convert their capital again. But I don't think that's a good use of my time. So the next target, presumably, is Denmark, then. Since we're going to let Brittany ripen a little bit. Or do we want to? If they start building colonies, they'll get more... points. More development. I don't know. Let's get these diplomats back in any case. Can't claim that stuff. Got a long-ass truce with Burgundy anyway. Immediately, let's cancel this here. Military axis. They're also at war. Somebody we can't see. And do I want to consider going straight into a war over here? I think we want to see if they can get any more claims. They have a claim on Chiapas, but that's not important. Yeah, we want them to get claims on everything, so that'll be cheaper for them to core. That way, we can expand a little bit faster in the near future. Still have claims on this stuff. So who are you allied with? Hungary and Dithmarschen. So what would Austria say about this war, right? No, because of debt and war exhaustion, so we can let that go. Oh, also, I think let's get rid of Portugal as an ally. They have not been helpful ever, and this will get the timer start ticking in. We can do a little bit of experimentation with what we can do with transferring colonies to some of our subjects and see if that works. I think we don't want to give it to Spain. I think we want to be giving anything to Norway, because they are currently much more easy to incorporate, and they are the ones we want to get rid of first. And if we get 2 colonial nations out of them, I think that we would be happy, definitely, with that. Okay. I could pay off their debt. Oh, my power projection's kind of low. Not low, but I think I can insult the Ottomans. Your crescent is bent, sir. Speaking of crescent, I guess they're not. Yeah, they're still Catholic. I'm thinking of an offline game I was playing. I don't know. Oh no, I was looking at these Sunni zealots. That's it. I was looking at the Sunni zealots, and they're going to get converted to Sunni. Isn't that... It's awesome. Could have a Sunni Genoa. Which would be very advantageous to me if I was religious, but... Spain, stop fighting people's rebels. So what happened? Did they break to the... They broke to the, yeah. They broke to the Sunni zealots. Awesome. So, hopefully this will be done soon. If we get bad luck on a couple of these rolls, we're going to be in bad shape. 2 months. 2 months. There we go. It's a bit iffy, right? Alright, let's just consolidate here. March you up here. Oh, something else I want to do before I start thinking about it. Let's start, since we're ahead of time on tech, let's actually start culture converting some of these provinces. I'd like to get an English presence on the continent to start thinking about that. But down here, there are 3 Basque provinces in the game. There are 2 Norman provinces. There are like 4 Highlander provinces and a couple of that. So we're going to look at these and we're going to see. Gascon is cheaper, and Gascon's a pretty big culture group that we're not going to get rid of. So let's convert these to Gascon. And it gets rid of a few of our Diplo points. That's perfectly fine. I'm losing one from benign neglect, but that's fine. How much would these be? Oh, these would be super cheap. This one's not as cheap. Let's change this to Scottish. This also to... well, Norwegian is obviously shit, but Irish is not a bad idea. Because Irish is actually my target of what I want to convert some of the cultures into. Yeah, I think this is my next target. Dutch is going to be pretty high on the list. Highlander is actually not too low on the list. Scottish is obviously going to grow. Scottish and Welsh are cultural unions, so that's fine. We're going to get one more when we do humanism, or is it two more? It's two more. Right, but Highlander is something that has a bunch of cheap provinces. At least this one is cheap. And this one. Do we do it just right now? We don't have enough to convert it to English, but we can convert it to Irish. When will this be finished? We can't actually do that one. We'll do it in waves. I'm just not going to convert that. And we can, in 1 month, we can actually start converting this. National focus. I would probably knock that off of military once. This is going to go a little slow because this is a new province. A new province. A new session. I feel as though before we add things we actually wanted to do with Diplo Power, and while my next idea group is going to be Diplo Power, I have 2 sets of ahead of time penalties to think about before that. Because we're only on 12 and the next one comes at 14. And will definitely be influence. And then probably after that either humanism or administrative, depending on how I feel at that moment. Both of them are good, but administrative really comes into its own later. And since I already have so much invested in vassals, and plans of getting even more vassals, I think influence is going to be much, much more powerful for us. But it is good combined with that. I'll always take the points on that. So what do we get here? Remove Lubeck from the map. I don't think there's any interesting way of getting to war with that. Turn Bahamas into a city. Bahamas is almost done. This one keeps popping up. We'll see if we can get a better one that we want. And not that having a colony in North America is bad. It's just that if I can get one that's closer, we'll take that one. Alright. So everything's gravy now. We got some lazy Diplos. Of course we do. Start talking to our mans over here in the east. Saxony. Bohemia's got a negative relation with us. Yeah, once our alliance goes off with Portugal, it's weird. We're actually we're at 5 of 5. Did we not have a royal marriage with Portugal? We don't. Did they break it? I have no idea. But, oh yeah, hey Spain. Let us then start saying, hey, these are the things we desire. Do I want to grow Spain at the expense of Portugal? No, they have a couple of claims here, though. So we'll go ahead and do that. We can't declare war on them yet, but we definitely should as soon as we can. I have a truce with Portugal until 52, so that's not too far off. You get a 5-year truce when you break an alliance, and we already have a CB. We already have 2 CBs. We have the colonization on their dudes, and we have Spain's claims on them. We could give these islands to Spain. That would be fine. I would probably want to take some of these islands for myself. Spain's taken these islands. That's perfectly fine. Spain having the trade places, it hurts me in the short term, but in the long term, I don't think it matters that much. So we're almost done there in Holstein. Anything good here? Austria. 25 years old, but, you know, let's just look at it and laugh. Ha. Succession war. It's probably not going to happen. So our queen consort is gallivanting around with some dudes, as she's wont to do. I think we've had this many times. Natural scientists are shit. We'll take the admin points, I guess. So Brittany. Brittany. When does your religious zeal wear off? 61, so that's pretty far. Oh no! Oh no! The rowboat! Rowboat! Oh, how far is he gonna make it? Come on, you can do it. You can do it, rowboat. You can get to the place I sent you to. I don't think he's gonna make it, guys. I don't think he's gonna make it. It's like they weren't designed to go out into the open ocean. Oh noes! Aren't you supposed to be a Viking longship? I don't remember who I stole you from, but it's probably Denmark. Come on. Oh no! My rowboat, he's gone. Oh hey, something important. Holstein. Yeah, so I think I decided I didn't want to build a... I'll take that out of the Empire. I didn't want to build a thing? Oh yeah, okay. Spain. Denmark. Denmark is allied with Dithmarschen, right? Dithmarschen. I don't know why I thought it was M-A-E, like an umlaut. But I don't know if German uses... Now they use umlaut days. Of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've seen Spinal Tap, right? Yes, it will rid the world of this shitty government type. I could even co-belligerent them. Lüneburg's right here. Verden is right here. They probably don't have much in the way of army. Oh no. Can I co-belligerent them while being at war with the Emperor in it? Like, since they're a prince of the HRE? In any case, I think we want to actually start building a... Certainly we don't want to be friendly with Lüneburg if we're going to be going to war with them. It's a fairly cheap province, so I may not need to co-belligerent them to do that. But since I'm going to war with Denmark, it would give me another opportunity to get something within the Lübeck node in the Empire fairly easily. And having a claim always makes that cheaper. Yep. Hungary's actually got a thing too. Oh, our truce with Liège. Are you gonna coalition me? Oh no, he's actually below the threshold. Nice. This is good timing there. Good timing. Okay. So, manpower, right? Lüneburg converted to Reformed. Even less of a reason to be nice to them. Genoa being Sunni. A good harvest. 1548 was considered a particularly good year in Great Britain due to good harvest generating higher incomes than ever before. Get money, or we can get admin power. That's a lot of money. Invest it in some buildings, right? Or Defender of the Faith, which would basically prevent anyone from ever declaring war on anybody who's Protestant. Let's build our manpower worth of cannons. Get some mercenaries. Just want to build up close to our force limit. Perhaps not to our force limit. Yeah. I think that's fine. We want more cannons in any case. We could use another ship. I want to build another heavy. I think I actually want to start building some more transports. I want to have my combat width for transports, which I believe is 27. Let's build 2 of you, which will actually put me over my force limit. Yeah, but I'm actually going to build a couple of shipyards. Let's build 3 of those. Do we have any place worth temples? Glamorganshire is worth a temple. And I guess Lancashire? Sure. Why not? Alright, so we got some culture conversion going on. Let's Spanish Brazil. Why is it telling me that? They're not mine. Oh, because they tell me when anybody changes. Oh, well, we're hard. We'll make there. I think we want to start being friends with... You are reformed. Right, because Spain is Protestant now. Correct. Something we may want to do with one of the early wars with Portugal is take some colonies and force them to convert to Protestant. That would help us out a little bit. What rebels are these? Munster rebels? Do I have any Munster cores? I don't think so. Looks like Munster's gonna get some land back. In Westfalen. In here. Yeah. It's in Brunswick, right? Yeah, Brunswick. Okay. Let's take all these guys, combine them there. Yes, sir. Okay. Another cannon. I do need some more horses, but my horses are kind of scattered around. I don't know exactly where they are. I should have 3. There we go. There's our mission. Scholar. Unfortunate timing on that. Let's get Grand Army here. I want to swap out my idea thing. Did I even have that on? I didn't. Whatever. It was only like 20 points. We'll switch this for... I guess we'll swap it out for idea cost, just to not forget the next one. Establish a colony in North America. Okay. You forced my hand, game. It's good that this is finished, actually. New Ireland's got a new colony. You are closer to being done. Let's just go for Manhattan. It is one of the centers of trade. Do I have a boat? I have a boat here. Certainly we don't need the man over here in Bahamas. We have a guy in Puerto Rico that we don't need either. Alright. Yeah, normally I would have blitzed a North American colony by now, but I don't know, I just haven't seen the need to. Have you been claiming anything? No. You're still at war. I mean, he's got the one claim. About here. There's New France. And New France, okay. You are actually... You are a transport, so you stay here. Stay here, we can do transports around. You guys are actually like my explorer ships, right? Apparently I stole this guy from somebody. Probably from one of the Dutch guys. I could buy an admiral, or more accurately an explorer, but I don't think I'm going to have any more range until at least I buy the next tech. So, or build a colony in Africa. I really should prioritize getting the Cape. If Spain gets it, it's not a big deal, but it's a very, very valuable colony in one of the best strategic trade nodes. Gold Coast is too, so I really should start thinking about that. And Spain actually already has a colony down there. It looks like my soon-to-be vassal. If I time it right, I think he'll start building this for me anyway. Why did he choose this instead of the New World? Probably because he's Catholic and the Treaty of Taco Bell is stopping him from wanting to do that. He should have the range to reach at least Canada, I would think. Because this is normally the reason that France gets range on stuff. I wonder if I gave France a colony, whether they would start colonizing for me. France actually has waited in their ideas to take the colonization stuff. We can find out. We can give them one of the Caribbean islands. I think... how many does Portugal have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we can give 10 of them to Spain. No, Norway. We can give 10 of them to Norway. We can give the rest of them to France. France will have a chance of getting a nation, right? But unless they expand into South America, which the Caribbean is likely to do if it is rich enough. I've seen it happen many times. We'll see if they will actually do colony stuff, right? If we can give them 5 total, they will get a colonial nation immediately, so I don't think they will think about that. That's something to consider, though. It wouldn't be big enough to do anything as far as getting us another merchant in the near future, but I don't know. We'll do some experimentation. In any case, Portugal will be very dead as far as colonialization, canola oil goes. Colonialization goes. Yes. Sunni Genoa is very hilarious. Neither Protestant nor Catholic. We've had this before. Sure. Yes. We will talk to Munster. Built shipyards, churches, relations. We've almost got our claim on them. We got a lazy diplomat. You're so lazy, diplomat. Why? Oh, we're already talking to you. Saxony needs a little bit of living. Yeah, we probably should consider Bohemia as an ally in the near future. No land that we actually want. They don't like Brandenburg. I don't like Brandenburg anymore because they occupy land that I potentially want. This is actually over our combat limit here. And I want 2 more horses in this, yeah? So we'll do that. Go ahead and, you never want mercenary horses. They're too expensive. Get a couple more horses. How many cannons do you have? I'd like to have maybe 8. 6 is pretty good, but let's actually do what I just said. Get it up to 8. And let's build... I got enough. 2 cannons. Not there. Okay. So in a perfect world, for getting your manpower to be where you want it, having all of your infantry be, especially since we have cost reduction to mercenaries. Oh hey, reformed neighbors reject our charity. You piece of shit. Provincial unrest. Holland and Holstein. I didn't mean to close that one, but oh, you have way too many horses. Wow. I'm gonna lose money for this, but I'll get the manpower back at least. You don't need that many horses. I probably canceled. Well, he has 2, right? 2 horses? I think he has 2 horses. I'm guessing. Yeah, he does. He's only got 1 horse. Okay, so that's actually the perfect... Or is it like the horse is damaged? No. So I probably had... This was the correct amount of horses. And then I decided to be stupid about it. And just combined all my armies willy-nilly and that didn't sort them out, right? Yes, okay. Getting close to the next thing. And I think I built one too many cannons, but that's fine. Yeah, no, actually, the cannons don't count. What am I talking about? The cannons don't count as front row dudes, so I actually need more infantry over here. Oopsie, but that's actually a good place to end the episode. We're on the cusp of a new thing, and we're making plots and plans to deal with our meddlesome guys who are colonizing around us, actually helping us out. But that time is at an end because we have Spain as a subject, and that is much better for us. So we will see you next time on Let's Play Europa Universalis 4, where we will probably fight rebels at the very least. Maybe natives. But yeah, we'll consider what our next war is going to be.